welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today, y'all already know, Friday are MLM horror stories or experiences. So if you have an MLM horror story that you want to share with me, I have my new email link down below in the description. So first, I do have an announcement that I want to tell you guys. So if you don't give a shit about knowing about my new merch or this announcement, you can skip through to this timestamp. It'll probably just be a minute from now, and the content will actually start with reading and listening to MLM horror stories. So you guys, we have merch. We have more merch. I know I already have merch, but this is the merch I have been waiting for. I have been dying for. A subscriber reached out to me and we worked together to get this merch done because I have gone through so many graphic designers to get this merch done. To bring this to life, I literally couldn't find anyone, so I'm so happy that this subscriber reached out to me. So here we go, you guys. So the first one that I'm most excited about is, I'm gonna put photos up right here while I talk about it, but the first one that I'm so excited about is a freaking mug. And it says morning tea with D. And you guys already know, I always have my coffee. I literally have it right here with my Boss Babe mug. I just figured this mug would be a staple for my brand and for you guys. And I know I chatted about it a while ago in my comment section of one of my videos, and you guys really wanted this. So this is going to be the first piece of merch that is going to go live today. When you're watching this video, this merch will be live, and I will have it in the description box and in the comment section. So the next one is a shirt. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. It took me a while to get this font right, but this says morning tea with D again instead of on a mug. It is on a shirt. It has a cute blue little like teacup or coffee mug, whatever you vibe with. You could say it's a teacup, you can say it's a mug, and then it has like the gray smoke coming out of it. I love it. And I also do have it in a black shirt, and that one's going to have white font and a pink mug. So it really just depends on your style. If you're someone who likes blue or pink, black or white, that is going to be the shirt for you. And then I did make a shirt for people who are a little bit more subtle. They don't want a big phrase saying morning tea with D on their t-shirts. They don't really want that big mug. So I took the exact print from the coffee mugs and I put it onto a shirt, and it's going to be super cute. It's going to have the logo in the top right corner. That is going to be my logo, y'all. Mine, Deanna M's my logo. I never thought that would be a thing. So if you are someone that's a little more subtle, or you don't want a girlier type of t-shirt, because I have men and women who watch this, and maybe a chick doesn't want something girly, or maybe a dude doesn't want something that's girlier, or maybe they don't want something that's a small little logo. So that is going to be the merch that I released today. I really wanted to make it something that everyone could have, no matter what your style was. So let me know what you guys think down below. I am so excited. So grab your coffee soon. All of us will have our morning tea with D mugs, and we'll have our coffee in it, or our wine, or our tea, or maybe some water, whatever. We can all gather around together. So grab whatever drink of choice, grab your popcorn. Today we have MLM horror stories from just about everybody, but this person actually did a video for us. That's what I'm most excited for. Someone hasn't sent me a video in a long time. Usually I'm just reading them. So we are going to react to the first one, and it is going to be us listening to someone tell their MLM horror story.
Hey guys, so before you watch this, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the gum chewing. I annoyed myself watching it back, so if it annoys you, I'm so sorry. I am one of those people who that kind of sound annoys the crap out of me. I'm sorry about that. And I cropped my video a lot because of how much my cleavage was showing. I live in a bathing suit all summer long. And also, sorry for all the swearing. Alright, this is what my post was. Harsh, yes, but the truth is often harsh. This was her comment, and then this was my reply to her comment. And yes, my post was harsh, but the truth is... Hey! So... So I'm just a small town girl in northern New York, and I had posted a status about how fucked MLMs were. And I'm in the cover girl competition. It's just something fun to do. I know I'm not going to win. Like, I don't have a large platform at all. This is not why I'm sending you this either. You don't even have to say that I'm in this competition. I'm in a competition, and this stranger.
Also, we are going to read her post at the end. I will go through it and I'll read it, but first I want to listen to everything that she has to say first.
This MLM girl was posting all over my stuff like, oh, I'm voting for you, I'm voting for you, I vote every day for you, I'm voting for you. The votes are free, first of all. And she messaged me and she's like, hey, do you want to have a party? Like, she's in MLM, I forget what it was. I didn't even ask because no, I don't want to fucking have a party. Here's a screenshot of her message. See what she did there. Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop it so that we could read this. So it says, hey girl, how's it going? I'm gonna be sure to vote every 24 hours for you. I was wondering if you'd be interested in booking a party with me, and I'll share your link in my VIP group. I'm sure some of the ladies there would love to vote for you. Let me know if you're interested. I think we'd have a lot of fun. A party costs you nothing, and when your friends purchase, you earn 10% of the party sales in discounts. My girl goes, what's your party? Are you from New York? Pure romance, Lord have mercy. Then the MLMer goes, I'm a pure romance consultant. No, I'm not from New York, Pennsylvania, PA, right? Pennsylvania, actually, but the parties are held virtually on Zoom.
As soon as it was like pure romance, I just didn't even reply. She's like, yeah, do you want to have a party? Like, I vote for you every day, blah, 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 blah. So she's like using the fact that she votes for me freely every day to kind of guilt trip me into spending my money and having a party where I scam all my friends, which I barely have any, so I need to keep the friends that I do have. I mean, they're my best friends of like almost 20 years now, but so she wants me to have a party, try to get people on her team, obviously, try to get people to spend as much money as possible, because she votes, she literally clicks on her phone screen once a day for free. Okay. I posted a status and I'm like, dude, you guys need to watch these MLM, anti-MLMers on YouTube, because they know their shit. They know what they're talking about. They debunk everything that these MLM girls are trying to say. They debunk it all, okay? It's shady as fuck. These MLM people. She commented on my status. I sent you the screenshots. You see what she said. First of all, when I wrote that, I wasn't even thinking of her when I wrote that. I don't know who she is. I don't. She's like a stranger to me. I don't know who she is. I really honestly wasn't thinking of her when I wrote that. But then she commented and I'm like, whoa, perfect example. You know what I mean? Perfect example. She just like advertised to the world how fucked MLMers are, because obviously you can read what she said.
Okay, I can't wait until the end to read what she says, so let's go back and read what this MLMer said. So my girl's post said, if you're in an MLM, don't message me. MLM, multi-level marketing. Yes, I can do my makeup well and I have fun with it, and I get better with practice and stuff. So the last thing I want to do is throw my money away to an MLM and lose a good reputation for an MLM. Miss me with that shit. MLMs are scams, lies, and products are overpriced. And if you say all day that pyramid schemes are illegal, okay, well, so is murder, drug dealing, abusing your spouse, etc. And okay, you don't want it to be called a pyramid scheme? Fine, then just call it an MLM. Just like calling a turd a rose, you can call it a rose all day and it's still a straight up turd. And so are all MLMs. I feel passionately about this because real life single mothers, women in general, are losing so much money and they are being scammed. These MLMs, Arbonne, Monet, etc., scam the fuck out of people daily, and their sales reps are their customers. And the sales rep prey on women, they prey on heartache. They are using the death of George Floyd to promote their business. They are using COVID stimulus checks to get people to spend it all on becoming employed with whatever shit MLM they are in. It's a scam. And if you didn't get in fast enough, you're not going anywhere because it's all oversaturated and straight up pointless. So now here we go. Let's look at the comments. The MLMer said, I've never tried to scam you. I'm a real life mom with zero money and I'm trying to make a living. I just tried to have a party with you, which is free. You could earn some free stuff in a promotion and I could add women to my VIP group. Never tried to sell you anything, just thought while I could help support you with votes and you could support me. My girl said, girl, what? I wasn't even thinking about you when I posted this. It was nice of you to support me with votes. It really was, but I don't fuck with MLM stuff because it's not free like my votes were. And did you only give me the votes in hopes I'd feel like I owed you something? I'm just confused as to why you're trying to make me feel guilty right now. Wowzers. Wowzers. Okay, so I feel like her post is her post. Everyone has a right to feel how they feel if they want to post what they want to post. So my girl telling her story, I mean, it is what it is. she said it how she wanted to say it, and the girl didn't have to comment back, but it sucks that I can see that the girl is being preyed on because her comment said, I'm a mom with no money, zero money. She's literally being preyed on, and that's what I hate about MLMs is they really go after people who don't have money, who are struggling, and even though they may not realize it, even though people in MLM may not realize they're doing these things, a lot of people are. I'm not saying everyone. I'm gonna put that disclaimer. I'm also gonna put a disclaimer out there that everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes and just my opinion. But it's really sad to see some moms really get brought into things like this, and it hurts my soul because I could only imagine being a single mom or a mother and just wanting to support my child, live a life where I can give my child what they need. I could only imagine it. Maybe I would have joined an MLM for that reason. I mean, I joined it just because I was dumb and I joined it. I was young. Maybe I would have if I was a single mom with no money. Who knows? And it's just sad to see those type of people get preyed on because mothers are everything in this world, and I hate seeing that happen. So let's get back into my girl's video.
You heard what she said. She's like, you know, I just thought that if I support you with votes, you could support me with like my business type of thing, you know? But the thing is, I'm like, dude, what? Like, my votes are free. MLM is not free. It asked me for a shit ton of money. Why are you trying to make me feel guilty right now? So you mean you're telling me that all the votes you gave me were to use against me to make me feel guilty, to hopefully make me feel guilty enough to have a party for you because you were helping me out for free, by the way. That pissed me off. And I wonder if I would have felt guilty enough to have the party if I didn't watch anti-MLM videos that you guys do. Because I didn't know any of that. I knew that it was a scam, but I didn't know that it was straight up slightly evil. Okay, I didn't know that it was straight up fucking the epitome of America. The greed, the hate. Because, like, listen, these MLM girls call anti-MLM people hateful bullies, but literally I have never once seen an anti-MLM woman or person be rude, hateful, evil, or mean. It's always the MLM girls who are rude, hateful, spiteful, and mean. Hello? You know? If she would have known that I was never gonna have a party for her ever, she wouldn't have wasted her time giving me votes. Are you kidding me? Come on. We ain't taking this shit anymore, you know what I mean? Come on. Like, we gotta put this shit to rest. We really gotta put this shit to rest.
Okay, y'all, the part that had me was the epitome of America. First off, thank you so much, girl, for sharing that with me. I think you're hilarious, and don't ever say that you can't be a cover girl. I feel like everyone is beautiful, and I love that society slowly, it's taking them a long time, but slowly is realizing that women are beautiful. Doesn't matter their hair color, their eye color, their skin color, their fucking face shape. If you got an oval face, a round face, a scream face, that's what I call myself. Y'all know Scream. You know, from the movies, the scary movies, that's what my face shape is like. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be 5'9" and 115 pounds. Like, no, I feel like everyone is beautiful. I wanted to put that out there. Also, what do you guys think? What is your theory on why this pure romance MLMer was helping her out with her cover girl votes? What do you guys think? Because my theory would be that. My theory would be the same that she had. It would be the only reason she's voting is to invite you to do a party so that she can make sales. Because that's what they're taught. I know I was taught to go to people's pages and like their stuff and comment and ask about their family and their dog and their baby and like all of these things to get personal, and then go in with the kill, go in with the attack and invite them or ask them to buy something, which I think is really messed up in the grand scheme of things. So what do you guys think? I really want to know what your guys' opinion about that story is, or about the woman in the MLM. And I'm just not trying to be mean, but pure romance, y'all, that's the one that has, I don't know if I can say this here on YouTube, but pure romance is the one that has things for pleasure, you know? Y'all know what I'm trying to get at. When people want to get pleasured. That's what pure romance has. I'm not throwing a motherfucking party for my family, for my friends, so that they can get pleasured. How awkward is that and weird? I mean, I'm not trying to say things like that are weird. If you do that, you do you. But I know me and my personality, I would be like, no, honey, I'm not inviting my mother and my best friend to that. No. Let's move on to the next horror story. So this one says, "Hi Deanna, this is blank. Please keep my name anonymous. I think some girls may know me from Monate that watch these videos. I was approached by several fitness MLMs during my senior year of high school. But several girls who wanted me to sell, advertise, or buy at their discount, I would always just say no. And they'd normally hound me, but I ended up removing them. Jump forward a couple months later, I'd see girls from when I went to high school selling Monate and talking about how amazing it was. And I was pretty sure it was a pyramid scheme, so I wasn't interested in products. One of the girls did try to get me to be her market partner. And not wanting to be rude, I told her I didn't have time. She respected me and never reached out again." Cheers, cheers, y'all. Cheers to that, because that's what I like to hear. If someone reaches out to you, they say no, and you leave them alone, you're someone in an MLM that I personally respect. Like, I respect you, and you doing you. Like, I really respect that. So if you are someone that does that, most of these videos I'm talking about, they ain't about you. He said, "Jump forward many more months, and I had been in the clear of annoying huns, besides the advertising. One day, I clicked on a girl from Monate's Instagram stories from my high school, and she immediately reached out to me about buying products. I told her no thank you, that I heard about the products and hair falling out. I wasn't interested in a pyramid scheme. She said she totally understood, and she was like that till she did her research. She told me there was no pressure, but her and her friend were having a party that would be super chill, and they did talk about the products, but it was more than that. She also said she'd love to see me again. That kind of made me want to go because these girls were popular in high school, and them wanting to see me made me feel happy. I ended up not going and doing something else that evening because my mom told me it wasn't a big deal to go, but that these girls were only interested in selling me product or having me sell for them." Mom, yes. Mother, yes. So that's why I decided not to go. A few days later, I got a voice message from the girl telling me that she was super sad that I wasn't there and she really wished I could have made it, but that they were having 2 other ones that week and she'd love to see me at one. I finally decided to pick one to go to and that it couldn't be that bad after all. It was just hair products. I went to the party and it was really weird that the girls in charge of the so-called party were the only 2 there. The girl visited with me and then said they were waiting for one more girl to come. They asked me if I had a job and were extremely curious of how I made money. It seemed very nosy, but I brushed it off. There was a table full of the Monate products that they both owned. The other girl showed up and she was super hesitant about Monate too, but really needed money, so that's why she came. Which is how it always is, y'all. The girls hosting the party both shared their stories about how they were both broke attending college and didn't have time for jobs, and how Monate had saved them and grew their hair, and how they were going to get their first trips and cars. They talked about how it wasn't a pyramid scheme and how it couldn't be because of their ranking. What? It's not a pyramid scheme because of their ranks? Bitch, what? They then had us smell some of the products too. They then talked about how there were no excuses to not take on the opportunity, how everyone could do it and be rich. Liar, liar, pants on fire. No, there was nothing to lose. There's no excuses. You can get rich. Full of lies. There are excuses, and if you have an excuse, that's a reason why you can't do it. Just know, these are the ones that get me really angry. That it didn't matter if we had a big following on social media, which I knew was a lie because they had tons of followers before they started with the company. They had addressed the lawsuits saying they were flat out lies coming from people who hadn't really used the products and were just jealous. They also said it's natural to shed hair when it is all detoxing, as well as constantly talking about the founder's share, where they claimed if you signed up within a certain amount of time, you'd be considered for a founder, which makes 0 sense. One of the girls said if she ever stopped selling, she would be paid, and Monate would still take care of her. We were told to think about making a life for our husbands and children, and how this shampoo biz is life-changing. They then said they wanted to figure out me and the other girls' hair types to wash them for us. The first girl got her hair washed and really liked her results, and they were trying to convince her to join and sell. She said she wanted to, but really could not afford the market partner price. But she was also sick of her circumstances and wanted to make money. She also said her boyfriend would not be happy with her doing this because they said they couldn't afford it. They convinced her she'd make the money back. They said they just borrowed money when they started and made so much money in just a month. She decided to join and just charge her credit card. Fuck, man. She was in such a desperate situation and they knew that, and yet they kept nagging her. I am not kidding. She told everyone how she sold plasma to get money, and they still kept nagging her till she would just charge her credit card and clearly didn't have the money to pay it back. They then asked her if they could make a video talking about her financial problems and then filming her signing up for the business to promote the company. Scam us. Freaking scammer. Who does this? Who does this? They basically recorded her talking about how she's sick of her circumstances and filmed her signing up and said Monat was saving her. They then asked if it was okay if they washed my hair, and I was okay with it. One of the girls washed my hair and asked me what shampoo I used, and I had several I used and told her which ones. She told me they were bad and I should really consider what I put in my hair. What if what I put in my hair damaged it or caused health issues later on? I did like how my hair looked, but to be honest, I never used a lot of product, and this was the first time, so of course I liked it. Now I know I can use other brands for way cheaper at the store that do the same thing and don't have hair shedding risks. She told me their split ender mender would fix my split ends and there was nothing like it. I ended up leaving, not buying or signing up to be a market partner, which seemed to really annoy them. A few days later, I got a few voice messages from the girl, and a few days later saying there was a sale to join as a market partner or as a VIP. Y'all, Monat always got flash sale this weekend. Don't miss out. It's every weekend. A VIP is when you basically pay a one-time fee and unlock certain discounts during sales when you spend so much. I decided I could afford that, and since I didn't have issues with the products, I could buy from her sometimes and support someone I went to school with. So I ended up buying the products, not all the time, but if I could get some for what I thought was a decent price. Later, I learned these styling products are way overpriced and I could buy them anywhere else for way cheaper. But I still thought I should buy because they are vegan and supposed to be better for your hair. My mom even told me the split ender mender doesn't fix split ends. Yeah, I need more coffee. But seriously, I have talked to a couple hairstylists, people who are really educated in hair, and every single one of them said there's no such thing as split ender menders. There's nothing that's going to fix your split ends no matter what you do. You know what's gonna fix it? Get your damn haircut, okay? Thank you, mother, for knowing what you're talking about. I constantly watched all the Monat girls, and part of me wondered if I was missing out on the money I could make. But I never signed up as a market partner, thank goodness. I ended up buying everyone in my family plus my fiance products, and they all didn't have issues with them except my younger sister, whose hair was getting greasier every time she washed it, so she gave the products to me. But this was when I started to remember all the sketchy stuff from the party and how maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. This was also the time where I noticed the one girl who was convinced to join at the party had quit and didn't make any money. I also noticed the girls who had hosted the party got their Cadillac and were finally explaining how it wasn't free but was still amazing because they were ranking up so they could afford the payments. Glad they didn't lie about that, but they waited to not lie until they were signed up. I also started getting messages from their downlines who had started joining their company. Some of the girls would message me and tell me how pretty I was and would not leave me alone until I told them like 50 times. This was the beginning of my turning point, and I started to do research. I discovered the anti-MLM community on Reddit and realized how crazy some of these stories were. I also came across several channels on YouTube, including yours. Hey girl. I also noticed how several minors were working for the Monat uplines I had interactions with, and I thought that wasn't allowed. It's not. No. Monat, stop. Like, where is Monat? Like, where's the actual company CEO and compliance to like fix this? The girl I bought from seemed satisfied with me buying because she never messaged about selling, but some of her downlines would nag me to no end, telling me that buying is not good enough and don't I want to share the products I liked with friends? A few days ago, I threw my products away and decided I was done with buying from the company. I even threw the rest of the products away. I am done with the lies and think it's so sad the extent Monet and other MLMs will go to sell. Monet also claims they aren't like other MLMs, but I have learned from YouTube and my own experiences that they are one of the worst. I really should have just trusted my gut when I attended the party and felt weird. Also, the fact that the girls who sell it act like their company is the only company who also makes those products they have and also advertise for products the day they come out when they don't even have the product yet. I also had an interaction with a Beachbody coach a few weeks ago. Thankfully, I had seen your videos, so when she tried to recruit me and not tell me the company name, I called her out and told her I was anti-MLM and I don't support those. And she then told me she was never asked to sell anything. She was just asking me to pay to join the group. I am seriously done. I'm like done with this story because this is honestly one of the worst stories that I have heard from like anybody. Like the things and the audacity these people that were talking to you had, I cannot. She goes, I looked at her IG and she does work for Beachbody and I straight up told her I knew that. She then wished me luck sarcastically on my fitness journey. It was so crazy. I am thankfully I never actually sold any Monet products, and even though I used money to buy some, at least I'm done for now and it didn't hurt me. Thank you for listening to my story and I'm thankful for this community. I have no words. I have no words from Monet's people and people in the MLMs telling my girl that she has to do more than just buy products, to the Beachbody coach, to like the Beachbody coach just saying, oh, I don't want you to sell anything, I just want you to pay to join my group. Like the audacity that some of these people have. And I truly deep down believe that these people just want to help. But hearing that story at that party, it didn't sound like those uplines wanted to help the girl. The girl that was struggling, that had no money, that put it on her credit card. They literally freaking got out their camera and said, can we record you talking about your financial problems and so we can tell the world about it and how we're saving you? That sounds like personal gain. It doesn't sound like someone truly wants to help someone else. Because for instance, let's say I wanted to help my friend, right? My friend is struggling with budgeting. I don't know, maybe my friend doesn't like budgeting. She says she loves to spend money on clothes. And I have a great like budgeting routine that I do every month. I'm not gonna say, hey, my friend that's struggling with spending too much money on clothes, I want you to pay me. And then when I tell you my advice, I want you to record, tell me about your financial problems, and so you could be a testimonial for me, and then I can show other people who are struggling with budgeting that I can help them. You don't do that. You literally don't do that, because I get it. Down the line, if that girl that was struggling with money, if she wanted to tell her story, let her do that. Don't make her feel like she needs to do it because she's in that situation where she's signing up with her credit card, and then you make her feel like she needs to then tell the world about her financial problems on your camera. That's personal gain. That's not giving a freak about the actual individual, and I don't like it. What do you guys think about this one? This story went from like angle to angle. I wasn't expecting it. It was like, hey, I kept getting like slapped in the face, like, yo. It was just so much. So let's move on to the next one. So this next story is of someone who has actually never even been a part of an MLM. So these are the ones that I love to hear. People who haven't been in one, but maybe experienced something. Oh, I love these. He goes, hey love, this is gonna be short and sweet. I haven't heard any anti-MLM story about this sort of thing, so I thought I'd tell you. I would like to preface this. I have never been a part of an MLM. I knew very little about them before this, and there may be a few swear words in here. I know you said you're trying to cut back, but sometimes they're needed. Y'all, I get comments all the time. Let me just put that in there. I get comments all the time of people being like, can you stop cursing? Can you stop this? And I can work on it. Personally, I do curse a lot and I should work on that. Being in the Army I'm prior military, I just got into that routine of cursing a lot, so I apologize. But at the same time, this is my channel and I want to be me. I want to be myself. And I don't want to change me because someone doesn't like a curse word. They don't like it, don't watch it. And I hate saying that because I really want my channel to be for everyone, but I have to realize my channel won't be. My channel is not going to be for everyone. My channel is going to be for people who, one, love my content, love what I put out, love what I'm educating people on, but also love me as a human and what it is that I'm doing and my personality. I'm never gonna make everyone happy, so I do try and cut back on the swear words, but that's me, and I don't wanna change me for anybody. So she goes, the dating app Bumble has a feature called Bumble BFF. Basically, you set it up so you could search for friendships instead of dates. You still have to swipe right on each other, and then both parties have 24 hours to send a message. I find it extremely difficult to make meaningful connections as an adult, so I figured why not try it out? What could possibly hurt? So I made a profile and started swiping. I matched with a few people, but all the conversations seemed to die out pretty quickly. I ended up matching with a girl. We will call her Sarah. No, that's not her real name. We start messaging immediately, and I honestly like her. She's super positive, and my introverted ass needs a good and nice introvert in my life. She's fun to talk to. We exchange Instagram names. Are they called Instagram handles? Question mark? Yes, they are called Instagram handles. Nice, safe step forward. I did notice that the second I started following her, she didn't seem to have any interest in making an actual friendship. So we fell into the modern friendship. We liked each other's posts and reached to Instagram stories. I noticed she keeps talking about her work, how she works with a group of girls who are amazing. They are there for her, even to help pick out the perfect outfit or selfie. This sounds wonderful to me. Who doesn't want positive, kind, encouraging friends? I'll be honest, she was very good at promoting without making it seem that way. Obviously, I know the signs now. She didn't hound me. She waited till I responded to a post. I wasn't looking to join right away. I was just curious. The second I showed any real interest, she immediately invited me to watch a past team call, and then she wanted to set up a time so she could call me and we could talk about the video. I think I made it a whole 5 minutes into the call before it hit me. I knew exactly what was happening. I head screamed, girl, run. I politely declined and got myself out of the conversation. It should be said, I don't think she's a bad person. She waited for me to reach out. She didn't push the subject when I wanted nothing to do with it. She was nice and let the subject go. I just think it's fucking gross that she used an app designed to help people make friends so she can get people to follow her and promote her MLM. It was Monet, if you're curious. I truly don't believe she had any intention to make any real friendships using the app. And frankly, I can admit it's kind of genius on her end. I love your videos. I recently found you and I'm obsessed. XOXO Emily. You can use my name if you want to. So I first want to say I'm always open to friendships. I will admit I need to get back to my DMs. I have a lot. I think I have over like 100. I'm trying the best I can to get back to you guys. So please know that. But it really does suck that people are now using apps that are meant to have a relationship, because Bumble, that's what it's used for. But Bumble now has Bumble BFF. It's meant to find friends. And it's hard when you're lonely, or you're a military spouse or military girlfriend, or maybe you move to a new town, a new city. It's hard to make friends. Take it from me, I don't talk to really anyone around my area. I talk to like 2 or 3 people around my area. Renee, Krista, y'all know who you are. But I don't talk to that many people. And I would probably be someone to fall into that trap too of doing Bumble BFF, because I'm like, oh my God, I would love to make friends. Like, I love making friends, especially online. All of the people I meet online are like my best friends. That's just how it rolls with me. My husband always tells me no, they're not your best friends. I'm like, bitch, yes, they are. I'm so sorry that that happened. And I'm so sorry that these MLMers, or some of them, not all of them, are now using this app. And I love how my girl Emily said, it's kind of genius. It is. That's fucking top-notch intelligence, okay, to literally find an app that's meant to make best friends, connect with some gals, get them to follow you on Instagram, and boom, you have prospects, you have people that can see what you're doing, you have people that can reach out to you. Like, what else do you want? I think that that is like such a sneaky thing to do, but it's kind of smart. But it is, again, messed up, because you can see a trend with who they go after, with the people they go after, with the things that they say, the things that they do. And it's people that are lonely, people that don't make enough money, people who are single, people who are military spouses, who their spouse is overseas, single moms who need friends. Like, those are really the people they go after. People that truly need friends. Again, not everyone. This never applies to everyone. But a lot of people do. And I find that really icky and just a really sad situation. So let's do another one. I want to make this long because I know this week I'm only uploading 2 videos. They go, hey Deanna, I love your videos and the insight you have to offer as someone who was actually in Beachbody. Also, your husband is awesome and I hope he makes more appearances on your channel. I got y'all. I will try and get him to do more videos. This is kind of long, so brace yourself. My MLM horror story was with the one and only Juice Plus. I was 15. Oh my God, no. And a freshman in high school. I was on the freshman lacrosse team. Yo, I played lacrosse. If you play lacrosse, comment down below. Super curious because my husband always says it's like a lame sport. I'm like, no, it's not. It's freaking awesome. I played that too in high school. When players were required to attend a nutrition meeting with their families before the season started. Here I was pulling up to school early on a damn Saturday morning with my parents in town. We settled into our seats and the lady, aka the nutritionist my coaches brought in for the lecture, strolled in a few minutes late. Now keep in mind there were 50 to 60 people in this huge lecture hall, which was built for about 200 to 300. The woman starts off mumbling in what's definitely her inside voice. Hi, my name is Dr. Hun Boss Babe and I'm an internal medicine doctor who also specializes in acupuncture. Sip tea for that one. That doesn't really scream nutrition specialist, does it? I think whatever, maybe she's certified in it, but not practicing. And then, I swear, I'm not kidding when I say this, she pulls out a piece of folded, crumbled up notebook paper from her pocket and begins her spiel. The next 45 minutes was the most torturous lecture I've ever had to sit through. Saying a lot because I've had some boring professors in college, and this lady had absolutely no presentation skills. She had no PowerPoint or any kind of engaging aid to help her present this large group of people. It was just her mumbling stuff to us and reading off this sheet of loose leaf. Every sentence she said sounded like, so, the first, thing we're, gonna discuss, macronutrients. Instead of telling us what kind of foods to fuel our body with and how to keep track of our macros, she starts giving us a biology lecture about enzymes and protein structures, completely irrelevant to the topic assigned to her. My teammates and I just looked at each other like, what the fuck? I couldn't take it anymore and just went on my phone for the rest of it. Even my coaches were starting to look super defeated. Finally, it was nearing the end and she opened up the floor to questions. To most of the questions, her answers begin with, well, I think, or you probably could, or I'm not sure, but. And it was absolutely abundantly clear that nutrition was not her forte. Then lastly, with a small smile on her face, one of the moms in the crowd asked her in a very scripted sounding tone, how could we figure out what supplements my daughter should take? Do you recommend any brands? The woman's demeanor immediately changed into infomercial, and she spent the last 15 minutes of her presentation harping on about how it's so hard to get all your vitamins in one place. But now at Juice Plus you can. Just eat 2 delicious gummies each day or dump this 1 capsule into your morning smoothie. It's so quick and easy. The whole crowd, finally getting what was up, rolled their eyes and toughed it out. She brought a pack of flyers and business cards with her to distribute, and by then, my coaches were like, okay, thanks so much, Dr. Boss Babe. And she dismissed us. I was so ready to get my little ass out of there, and I walked with my friends and the rest of the crowd to the door, only to find that my parents were nowhere to be found. Where'd they go? Yep. You guessed correctly, after everyone else left, my parents were still in the lecture hall buying Juice Plus vitamin gummies and capsules, and Dr. Boss Babe was going ham with the sales pitch. It took them a solid 20 minutes to come out, and this lady convinced my mom, always to make sure to worry way too much about my health, that Juice Plus would be the solution to all my problems. Luckily, it didn't seem like she tried to recruit them though. However, thanks to this lady, I got stuck having to take the stickiest, although quite tasty, gummies known to mankind for the next few months. Thankfully, my parents stopped ordering them after because they were way too expensive. The following lacrosse season, one of the coaches had a sister who was an actual certified dietitian and nutritionist. She gave a wonderful, easy to understand presentation without trying to sell us shitty MLM products. Crazy, right? By the way, this is irrelevant to the story, but I created a template message for anyone who wants to respond to a Hun bot in their DMs. No freaking way. I'm gonna put this in the comment section down below because I love this. It goes, hey girl, how are you? I love your profile. You would be perfect at what I do. It's a new business opportunity called a legitimate occupation. New. Cheers. I made a reliable income, money sign, and I get to spend time clock with my family and make amazing friends. I can't even with this. All you have to do is fill out a simple application, submit your resume, and complete a face-to-face interview. It's so easy. Boss babes like us need to help each other out. Message me if you want more info. If anyone wants to use this message, they can just DM me at Salty Southern Deanna, I don't want to say it wrong, on IG, and I'll send it to them. Keep exposing them, Deanna. You're doing a wonderful job. This content is so necessary. Can't wait to see your next videos. Okay, I have to put my water over here. The message, the emojis, everything was perfect. I remember when I used to do MLM messages, I would be this exact way. I mean, I still use a lot of emojis, like the butterfly emoji and the heart emoji, because those are my favorite. But this is hilarious. This is just top-notch response. I mean, it could be a little, I guess, mean because you're semi-mocking them in a way, like you're responding to them in this way. But sometimes it can be really annoying to keep getting these messages in your DMs to the point where you're either going to be mean to someone, because I've seen people say this, they're either mean or they do something like this. And I would rather someone send a message like this than be mean to someone in an MLM, when most of the time the person in the MLM thinks that they're doing something good, right? They think that they're really helping people. They think that they could be successful and everyone else can be successful. So I never agree with being mean. But sending that, I mean, I think it's kind of funny, so I wouldn't really care, but I don't agree with being mean and sending mean responses. Just send a response, talk to them, tell them you care about them, you love them. Even if you don't know them, I would probably still be like, I care about you. But please stop sending these messages. We all know what it is. Do you want me to provide you with some links of proof to help you out? I feel like that's what we should be doing. We should be sharing the love, but once in a while, they can become real annoying. Like if you have one person in MLM that keeps pestering you, no matter how many times you said no, I would send that message. I'd be like, girl, I've said no to you like 20 times. Here you go. Do you want what did they say? Do you want a job? What was it? At a legitimate occupation. That was just gold. I am a little bit frustrated that this person went to a high school with sophomores and literally had parents buying Juice Plus. Probably lied to the coaches, and I'm just assuming here. The coaches probably looked for a dietitian and nutritionist, right? They wanted someone legitimate, and this person, Juice Plus, probably tried to make themselves seem as if they were legitimate, but they didn't know anything. All they knew is Juice Plus, let me sell these vitamins. That's not cool. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal your way through anything, through life, through this. I don't think it's cool that in the end, these parents ended up buying so much off of this person when this person kind of schemed their way into the presentation. When the coaches just wanted a legitimate nutritionist to come in and teach their students, I would say students, their team, and their parents how to properly get their child to the best of their ability, get their child where they need to be to perform at their best in their sport. So I don't like it. I don't think that's cool. I'm happy they finally found a legitimate nutritionist, which was the coach's sister, I believe, that went into the presentation that next year or following season. But that is pretty much all of my horror stories for today. Happy Friday, you guys. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. It's the little red button down there that says subscribe on it. I would really love your guys' support. We're almost at, I have my computer right here, 5K subscribers, which is so flipping crazy, you guys. I cannot believe this community is growing. Also, don't forget about my merch. I have it down below in the description, and it'll be the first comment in the comment section if you want to check it out. Don't feel obligated to buy anything. I know times right now still aren't easy for everyone. Not everyone's back to work after COVID. People are still trying to catch up on bills. If you can't buy it, don't feel left out or anything like that, or that you have to. I want people to get it because they want it and they can afford it. I'm not here like an MLM trying to scam you out your money, okay? Ain't it? But I hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday's video.